Leo, this is your November forecast for 2015, and we're looking at your tarot spread here. I know a lot of you have questions about what's going on in your life, how are things going to open up and expand, and so I've created a great tool for you. I'm going to be speaking about it here towards the end, so you want to follow through to hear exactly what tool I've created for you that you can use anytime, anywhere, whenever needed. I am so excited to launch this, and I'm so excited to see what you think, and I trust you'll come to love it. Now, what a month. It's starting off with, I'd like to say, a big bang type of celebration. You're having the Wheel of Fortune show up. You're also feeling that you're on top of the situation here now with a sense of victory. And the victory is how things have been changing up for you here just over this last month. October seems to have been a month carrying a signature of some blessings to you. And I feel that emotionally, you're pretty much here with it, all right? You're looking at something that's in a growth aspect. As this has entered into your life in October, well, it looks like you're also closing a door to whatever took place there prior, because you're now expanding into a new area. And this area for you, it's a foundation that you have solidly within your consciousness, but now growing and expanding it. I feel too that romantically there might be things coming up here. You got that beautiful Ten of Cups showing up. And so for you, you're curious. You're curious now, where is this going to go? Now, there is a man, and that might be this partner if you are a female Leo here. This person seems to be a very generous person coming from his heart, meaning he's very open. Spiritually, he's very open. Emotionally, he's not a person who holds back from communicating where he's at or what it is he wants. So this is great. And I see that there's this ease and this calm here in your communication. Now, for those of you in a relationship, an existing committed relationship, well, then it could be your partner this month that shows up in this way, that he will be a little bit more open to you. And for those of you men who are listening to this forecast, well, listen, this person here could be a partner, a friend, or a collaborator that could come to you and be very open about what his thoughts are on what it is that you're trying to get off the ground. He may come in, be supportive to you, and there's inspiration here. So it works both ways, depending on which gender you are. You always have to think about that, though, because when I read for you, I read for both genders, all right? So sometimes you might just have to switch the gender around. But here's a female coming to you, and this is a female regarding money matters. Now, whether she's offering something or wants to be a part of something that you're doing, either way, I'm feeling that you're going to have money-related discussions, trying to get on the same page, who's going to do what for what, and the collaboration could be quite successful if you so choose to enter into this. You'll know who this woman is because she is very outspoken. Okay, she will detail. I'm feeling the details is very, very good here, and then it's all about trusting if this is something that you would like to do. Now, she comes up as an air sign, but that could just be the signature of her way, because of course it could be her moon or rising sign, but she's coming across as quite chatty here, really wanting to speak up a storm about this. Now, then I see you kind of looking at something that you might want to evaluate, whether you want to continue a certain pathway or to let go of the pathway. There is a decision. And for you, it's all going to boil down to, what is it giving you? Now, this has nothing to do necessarily with the two people I just mentioned. This is more something within your own consciousness. It's more as if I can hear you question yourself. Is this something I would like to continue? Has it served its purpose? Where am I heading from here? Do I want to have this influence in my life, or should I just cut it short? So you're going to meet that here somewhere. I feel second to third week of November. And I don't feel it's like a long haul process to figure out. It's more like you've had these thoughts regarding this specific issue. And so I see it more like a short process. Then it's you working with energies within yourself. You're trying to shift a certain perception on something. And in this, I see that you take hold of all of your practical sides here, Leo. And in that is actually not just thinking about certain things that you would like to have done, but it's taking the action upon getting them done. And the more action we put in, the more we accomplish and put behind us. Sometimes we move into these spaces where we just think a lot about the things that we want to do, should do, and if we don't put action, they will continue to linger, and we feel we've done it because we've given it so much energy, but they went nowhere because we didn't act. So the action practical part of you is going to kick in. Not just this month. I feel this month is really good because I see you rising above and thinking, wow, I've concluded a lot this month, because suddenly now it's done behind you. And so it's getting into that rhythm of taking direct action, loving it, and then being able to actually rise above and conclude even more because of it. I think you will love this new practical side of your nature kicking in, and you know you have it, but we have phases, don't we, where we're super good and resilient about getting things done, and then there's those phases where we're just thinking about all those things needing to be done. But that shift is good. And here I see you interacting with people, a group of people, and you being the it person, okay? Where you are shining, you're radiant, you're the one actually getting something going here, perhaps facilitating this group. And I think you're liking it just because I'm seeing all this creative energy and all these creative juices going. So this is great. I feel that you're thinking this is a great start on a new cycle. You seem to come across very balanced, empowered. I see you taking place behind the steering wheel of your vehicle of life right now, where things are really heading your way. And then looking back over earlier, I mean, where you were in November last year to where you are in November this year, there has been a super change for most of you. And you're happy with where you've landed. So right now, you know, in this new phase for you, there is an expansion. And I see that you're both confident, but also very comfortable for where you're at. Now, there's also something coming to you, some insight. Has to do with a female here. She seems to be a very spiritual, creative person that you can have some more contact with here this month, bringing a smile to both your face, her face. There's also travel involved, and then there's something now here with work that you are looking to. Somewhere there's a man that will be looking into, or where you're trying to find support from him. He's an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. He could be a banker, because I see financial situations around this. So maybe you're going to be looking in for an extended loan. Maybe you might even be looking at how to consolidate a few loans so that can leave you feeling a little bit more financially stable as well. But I see you strengthening it through this person who's going to be quite helpful for you. But it's a good work month. You're going to get a lot of things done. You're going to have a lot of fun this month. That's what it's all about as well. I see that your self-expression and your freedom, this joy that you have around you, is really shining. You know, you're spreading it, Leo. And when we spread our joy, everything just seems to lighten up and become that much more, should I say, it brings more passion into our life, even down to the smallest things that we can come to appreciate. Why? Because now we're recognizing those small little things. It's all about stopping and smelling the roses, isn't it? And when we can do that on the micro levels, wow, what can't we do on those macro levels? So I have a new channel, and it is called Pick 3 Cards. You can find it on YouTube, or you can also find it on my website anytime, also called pick3cards.com. So the thing is, you hold a question in your mind, you go pick 3 cards, and then you listen to the answer. Here's a little test so you can see what you can expect. And then afterwards, I'll put up the link. You go straight there and start asking your questions and see what answers you're going to get back. Now, here we have somebody who exudes power and intelligence. This is a man that we all look up to. We respect him. He's got integrity. He has lived up to his higher potential. And this is a man above all men, all the other kings in the zodiac. And it is because he lives true and authentic to his heart. He follows the guidelines of foundation in life for good rules, good integrity. It's definitely somebody that you can trust. If this man has showed up for you now in your question, you may expect this type of a person now to show up around you here in the very near future that will be supportive to you. It could be a father figure, it could be a boss, or somebody that you look up to and respect. It might be a soulmate that comes in, and in that case, you will come to see in this persona that he reflects many of the facets of the diamond, meaning that you can come to recognize certain traits from the men that you have met along your path, and so you will feel very safe, very comfortable with him. And normally, well, it is definitely somebody that you can tie very, very good liaisons with.